Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, most amazing, beautiful viewers. Today's reading is a pick a card, and we're looking at your next serious partner or potentially your future spouse, and how will you see this person? Okay, so super excited to get into it. Let's take a look, and we'll pull 3 cards. There'll be 3 piles or 3 options to choose from, and you'll be called to one of these 3. Now, don't force yourself, okay, to be pulled. Just allow it to flow naturally, and if you're not pulled to any one of these piles, then it could be that there is no message here for you today, and that's absolutely fine. I love you guys all very much. You guys are all very safe. Welcome in this space with me today. And I do want to make an announcement. There will be a lot of exciting things coming down the pipe here, which I will be sharing with you guys in regards to the community here and some changes I'll be making to the channel. And yeah, super excited to get into that, connecting with you guys and developing programs that can help us to connect a little bit better. All right, so let's get into this reading. Beautiful people, I will reveal these 3 options shortly. If at any point you're pulled to any one of these cards, I will put the timestamp in the description box and in the pinned comment below. If you're pulled to multiple piles, absolutely fine. Could be just multiple aspects of this person pulling through. Don't force anything to fit. Okay, so let's take a look at how you see this next future serious partner and what pulls through. So option 1, honesty. Number 23, the energy of honesty supports our choice to be courageously truthful and gentle and kindness and tact. Okay, wow. Number 2, we have the sacred chakra. The energy of sacral chakra helps us to navigate our lives through our emotions and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world. Wow. And then option 3, we have integrity, 25. The energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided in high moral standards. All right, beautiful people, I will leave these right here and take as long as you need. Pause the video if you have to, and then I will see you guys at your pick. Hello, gorgeous angels. You guys picked pile 1 with honesty. The energy of honesty supports our choice to be courageously truthful and genuine with kindness and tact. Wow. Okay, so let's put all these cards down in the layout. I'll most likely put a timestamp unless I channel throughout this process, but we'll put the cards down and then we'll start the channeling process in regards to how you will see your next serious partner or spouse or future relationship. Okay, so let's take a look. We have the giant cuttlefish, the largest cuttlefish species in the world. This cuttlefish lives off the coast of Australia. Like all cuttlefish, it has 10 tentacles, 8 short ones and 2 longer ones. In the event of an attack, it releases the contents of its ink bag into the water to conceal its escape. Although colorblind, it also has the ability to change colors and patterns in seconds. Oh my goodness, is that not fascinating? So longevity 2 years, gestation hatching 120 days. Very interesting. Okay, let's keep going. We have the giant anteater. To eat ants and termites, this anteater, also called an ant bear, rips nests open with its big claws. Then it induces its tubular snout into the opening. Its tongue, long and covered with sticky saliva, then performs a rapid back and forth up to, I'm getting like crazy sexual energy in this pile, which is why I'm smiling reading this thing. I think this person's going to make you smile a lot here. up to 100, 150 times per minute. Okay. Longevity 25 years, gestation time 184 days. Let's keep going. We have the Father. Oh my goodness. Number 2, so divine masculine energy. 2 is also High Priestess, Pisces energy, Aries energy. Okay, and then we have the Kiss, number 60. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of intimacy here. And when I read cuttlefish, I was thinking like cuddling. And of course, the sexual with the ink bag in here, it's rapid movement back and forth, was definitely providing some sort of physical intimacy here. So we have the High Priest. Yes, so we were feeling High Priestess. High Priest is the Hierophant. Personal empowerment connects back to this Father masculine energy, Taurus energy pulling through. We have the Eagle. Trust your highest vision. Wow. So eagles are representing an ascended sort of point of view. The eagle does represent divinity and vision. So we were getting that with the High Priestess, the High Priest, and even with this integrity, honesty. So we have the Hedonist. Light attributes: inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. Shadow attributes: pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges in the expense of others. And we have the Exorcist. Light attribute: freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Shadow attribute: fear of facing your own demons. Wow. That's a powerful combination right there. And then we have Child Orphan. Light attributes: independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Shadow attributes: feeling of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. And we have Bridget with Don't Back Down. Stand up for what you believe is right. This definitely ties in with this honesty. And then we have False Indigo, and it says immersion and intuition. High Priestess pulling through again. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. Wow. Very powerful. Very strong intuition pulling through. Hibiscus, beauty and happiness. A thing of beauty, a joy. Sorry, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Not hard to see this one here. And then we have the whitetail, more masculine energy. So the whitetail goes through a shedding process of its antlers annually, which is a very painful process. It's like a death and rebirth here. A transformation. Okay. And then we have the Initiate with number 18, or the number 9. So 9 is Hermit energy. The Initiate: acknowledge what you do not know and learn with a beginner's mind so you can become accepted as an authority one day. So more Hermit energy. I don't know which one was giving me Hermit. Oh, this one was giving me Hermit. Sorry, more what you don't know energy, which was coming through with this. When you reach an end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. So there's like a knowing here and an intuition. Acknowledge what you do not know and learn with a beginner's mind so you can become accepted as an authority one day. Okay. And then we have mortification. So this is the death process we were talking about. So Scorpio energy pulling through. 68 as a number here. Or the number 14, which is Sagittarius for the temperance energy. So we have Mercury and Venus. 21. So Mercury is the ruling planet for Gemini, Virgo, and Venus is the ruling planet for Taurus and Libra, which we were getting some Taurus energy over here. Okay. And Mercury is all about communication and expression. Venus is all about beauty, which we have a thing of beauty is joy forever. And then here we have Sun in Uranus with the number 8. So Sun is masculine energy, ruling planet for Leo, or representing Leo, I should say. Yeah, and Uranus is the ruling planet for Aquarius. Very beautiful. Okay, so beautiful people, let me tap into this energy. This kind of doesn't feel channelable the way it's sitting right now, so I'm going to put these in a way that is okay. Okay, give me a minute here. You guys can click on the further ahead to get to the main channeling. What should we use? Let's use this one. Okay, beautiful people, I'm going to pull the book on these two very quickly here before I get into the reading. There's two decks of mine that absolutely love to be read, and that's this one and this one. But we're okay here. So let's see, number 8. So 8 is Sun Uranus. So in the primitive energy, you'll disrupt everything, throw a tantrum, build a wall, blow it all up. You're the chief havoc creator, and everyone just needs to get out of your way. Adaptive, you seek to improve the world as you see before you through invention and innovation. Evolving, you live to serve a vision of greater humanity in which all things are improved through the richness and diversity of collective imagination. Wow, very powerful. 21. Oh, interesting. So we have in conjunct, opposition, and square. Primitive, you want to kick and scream and shout and push everyone else around. You won't back down. This is your turn to do whatever you want, regardless of the consequences. Adaptive, realizing you are at odds with yourself and feeling erratic, you make every effort to move the inner tension you feel through creativity and productivity. Evolving, breaking free from conventional ideas, you allow yourself to create a place of utter freedom and non-restriction. As you share your vision with the world, you help others feel they have permission to do the same. For 21, Mercury, Venus. Gossip rules both your thoughts and your communications. You thrive on juicy junk food diet and tales about others, malfeasance, and misfortunes. You have harmonious and graceful ways of speaking, and the very essence of your ideas motivates people to think on a higher vibration. You're known for your incredible voice. Your words come together like a song that uplifts the hearts and stirs the minds of all people. Primitive, and the in conjunct opposition square. You only talk and think about what you want and what you like. Your tastes trump all of those others, and you'll go on all day about your superior vision. Adaptive, you are excellent mouthpiece for your own well thought out aesthetic, but you have also learned to hear and integrate the values and designs of others. Evolving, when you speak or write, it is through you. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? When you speak or write, it is as though you have seamlessly integrated your own wisdom and vision with an ideal complementary views. You are utterly non-defensive and welcoming in ways you think. You are force for balance and harmony in every circumstance in which you have the opportunity to communicate with others. Okay. Beautiful people. I didn't mention in the intro, but you may or may not already know this person. If it sounds like someone you know, then that's absolutely fine, but this will be your next sort of serious relationship. I feel like this person is a force to be reckoned with, okay? But I feel like this person might take some time to understand their own sort of power, and I think you're drawn to this person's unique way of how they express themselves through a vision Okay, like you can see this person's vision, which is very unique and different. And I feel like this person might have a very unique way of expressing themselves that might be chaotic at times. And so I feel like when you meet this person, they might be struggling with their own ability to channel what it is that they want to output into the world here. Because I feel like this person is somebody of honesty and integrity, but I feel like this person might not know how to harness energy in a way to be more pointed and take direct action. And so this might result in chaotic energy, like very intense outbursts. So it could be this person gets into heated debates, you know. I don't feel like it is really in this connection so much as just this person's energy is one that challenges the norm and sees things from a very different perspective and allows people to sort of challenge their own perspectives. So there's like bucking conformity here, you know. And I feel like this person is somebody here who you find quite difficult to suppress in any way. Like they're just there's no holding this person down, okay, because this person is very outspoken and kind of out there. I feel like this person, when it comes to how you feel physically about them, I think there's a lot of sexual energy. You're really attracted to this person's beauty, you know, like just however you're sexually tied to this person. I feel like there's a lot of passion and pull, but there's also a feeling here of intimacy and trust. Like you trust that this person is somebody that you can be safe with sexually or physically, intimately, despite them having a side that seems a little bit unpredictable when it comes to maybe how they engage in the world with the society or with others. Like they have this, like I said, more of a confrontational type energy, you know, where they aren't easily pushed over. But I feel like this person has a soft spot for this connection. And for you, I feel like this person has like a cause, like for humanity, or a belief or some sort of conviction, you know, like humanitarianism or like environmental rights or people rights, or I don't know, like some sort of thing they passionately believe in here that I feel this person is very outspoken about. And I feel like there's something very powerful about this person's ability to not back down and be threatened by any other people's ideas or the way the norm handles things. Yeah, this person is definitely a lot of Aquarius energy is pulling through here. I know we have Uranus here with the initiate, and this is like thinking outside the box, being very different here. I think this person is someone who is very deep. Like I'm getting a lot of Scorpio energy pulling through as well. And so this is I think somebody who's experienced a lot of inconsistencies in their world, where they've had to adapt very quickly in their environment. So I do feel there's an energy pulling through that this person might have abandonment issues because of the fact that they were brought up having to, I don't know, like detach or disconnect from maybe what became comfortable at some point in time, but maybe they moved around a lot, or they were in a, I don't know, in a lot of caregivers, you know, like family friends might have raised them, or different caregivers, or maybe their parents weren't quite always around, or maybe they were adopted, or foster child, or just felt sort of not, I don't know, they didn't really have a steady upbringing here. So maybe multiple schools, multiple homes, multiple cities, states, countries, whatever was inconsistent here in their world. So I do feel this created some energy of them having to adapt and fend for themselves, or at least be their own voice. And so I feel like there is this energy about them that feels, maybe when you first meet this person, like they have to do it alone, or that they're on their own, you know? So this is why they must defend their ideas or their position, or be outspoken in some way. I feel like with the sun and the hedonist here, this person also might like to indulge in things where they could get carried away. But I feel like this is something maybe they're working through when you meet this person, you know, like getting a more targeted approach towards this chaotic energy that needs to be released. Because I feel like this person has a lot of pent-up energy within them, you know. I feel like this person is maybe blind to a certain part of themselves here when you meet this person, about how they deal with their shadow, their abandonment issues. Because I feel like this person has a way of dealing with things that they're used to, but the fact that it doesn't maybe come out all the time, kind of how they would want to express themselves. So if they're not pointed or working on something or concentrated on something, then they sort of scatter their energies and do things here that I think might not be for their greatest good. You know, like, I don't know, if they are at a party or something, or like have groups of friends or people who might be bad influence around this person, unless this person is sort of on a mission or working on a greater sort of purpose here. I think this person doesn't understand their full capacity when you meet them, of how impactful they are, how much change they can really drive in the world, because it isn't very targeted. You know, like they might be very outspoken about certain things, but maybe it isn't targeted in a way that they're finding a way to channel that change or that energy. I feel this person feels very supported by you, and not judged by you. Because I feel like this person has a side of them that they think is unlovable, or something that maybe a lot of people reject about them, because they could be a little abrasive, you know, that they're not very gentle when it comes to how they are outspoken and communicate and fight for certain things. And so they might feel that they could be a little abrasive here. But there's a side of them that you bring out that is a more softer side here, where I feel like this person doesn't let a whole lot of people in. I feel like this person wants to be in control of their own world. Like they really don't like authority or anyone telling them what to do. and it gives them a sense of being in control. And so I think there is something stemming from this abandonment that makes them feel like they could have been in anyone's sort of under anyone's control when they were younger, or just when they didn't have a voice, you know, where they can live or have a consistency in their world. And so I feel like this now manifested in their adult life into someone who hangs on to any sort of feeling of control that they can get to stubbornly. So out of a defense tactic here, I feel like this person might be going through a massive transformation when you connect with them, because I do feel like there's a part of this person that is shifting and dying off. And I think it's their graduation or transition from childhood or adolescence into a more ascended, direct version of themselves. I feel like this person's always sort of been authentic and genuine, but I feel like it might take some time for this person to come into their full potential of how to harness this energy. I feel like this person could get very triggered quickly in a way here that they might say a whole bunch of things, you know, that might be hurtful to other people, and express themselves like in the moment. And sort of they might seem a little self-focused, you know, like I want to say and do, and steamroll over certain people if I have an opinion or a vision or an understanding of something that I feel is, I don't know, true, you know. And so I think they might be learning how to be a little more tactful, or a little more graceful, or a little more gentle or kind with how they communicate with people. I feel like this person is very physical, like with you, you know, like they're very attracted to you, and I feel like there's a lot of chemistry between you and this person. There's a lot of passion here. I'm not quite seeing so much of how you engage with this person outside of you feel like an energy here that accepts both sides of this person, or that accepts this more difficult side of this person. So therefore this other side is allowed to come out, which I don't know that they've allowed the softer side of them to be protected or to be shown, because of the defense mechanism of not really, I don't know, like I have to do it alone, so there's no point letting anyone in if I have to move along, you know, because anything can change sort of at any point in time. So why commit or spend too much energy with one sort of idea in mind? But I feel like there's a safety with you to allow themselves to fall into that energy of feeling safe to express this softer side of themselves. Yeah, I don't think this person shows this soft side at all. I feel like this person has a lot of they experience a lot of challenge, and really what's pulling through here is the challenge from how they were brought up in a world that might have been very inconsistent, and have gone through a lot of painful experiences where they felt they had to figure it out on their own and overcome on their own, has really humbled this person in a way here that it made them very authentic and genuine, but it also is making this person protect themselves and their energy. I feel like there is a knowing that this person has that comes through an intuition in situations where they're able to read through what's happening, you know, and in a social setting where a lot of people might miss the underlying energy of what's going on. This person can intuitively tap into people's sort of hidden agendas or motives or that sort of thing. And I think it might make this person a little confrontational, or yeah, like they won't hold back here if they feel there's someone maybe impeding on someone else's freedom or someone's rights or the truth of a situation, or if things are unjust. Like this person does not, it's kind of like a Karen energy that comes through here. Like, I won't back down if it's unjust and unright. Like, let me talk to your manager, you know, type of person. But I don't feel it's a way here to assert power dominance. I feel it is just like a mechanism of, I won't stand for an injustice to occur here and not say anything or do anything about this. I feel like this person might be somebody who, yeah, like it's pulling through again, like might be difficult to intimately connect with initially. They might run, you know, they might just run and not let you in here for some time. But I feel there's something very like a protector energy pulling through from this person. And so I feel like they give you a sense of somebody who wouldn't disappoint you or let you down, and you could trust them to stand up for you. And if something goes wrong or not right, I feel like this person is the type of person you can tell and they could solve your issue. Like, this is a person who does things, you know, they're a doer. Yeah, they're definitely a doer here. Like they like to make things right, figure out answers, fix problems. I don't know why this reading is so challenging for me today, you guys, but this is how it's coming through nonetheless. Something's really pulling through here with 2 years. So I don't know if maybe the first 2 years with this person might be something that is them sort of being in the dark, or them sort of being defensive, or in some sort of elusive energy protecting themselves, you know. So you might be in contact with this person as a friend or as someone who's in your life for 2 years before it transitions to something more physical or serious between you and this person. Because I do feel like there's a part of this person that they're working on changing, transmuting, or releasing a certain part of themselves that might be a little bit abrasive. Okay, I don't know if you want to use the word toxic here, but it's like energy that isn't directed, and so it's chaotic, and it manifests in certain things, like, you know, I don't know, partying or like networking, or just like, I don't know, doing things in the moment here, you know, because I'm not focused on a mission or a vision. And so I just sort of do what I want, you know. This person is sort of I do what I want type of person. So there's no way we can tell this person what to do. Like, they're their own independent, autonomous person who drives their own agenda and does what they want and how they want to do it, you know. And so I feel like this is important for this person because of what they've gone through, feeling like they could be abandoned here at any point in time. Yeah, I feel like it is a chaotic energy initially, because I feel like they might like authority in more to an adolescent type way, like no one tells me what to do, I enjoy my freedom, and this sort of an energy. But it's how they utilize that is in some sort of way here that is destructive to themselves. I don't know, partying and sex, drugs, and rock and roll type energy. Not necessarily those three things, but it's kind of squandering their adult energy. And then I feel there's a maturation here into more father energy. It's more directed and honed into someone who can have purpose with this energy of power that they have, because this person has a lot of power, and a lot of conviction behind what they believe, and the voice that they put behind their convictions. So outspoken. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person's an advocate, like I said. And I don't know, like maybe they do a lot of advocating certain awareness about certain things, and I don't know, put that out there on their social media, or go and, I don't know, like run groups of people to speak against certain things, anti this or that sort of groups. But yeah, the beauty is coming through with the Venus here, and I feel like the beauty is in their authenticity and their passion and fire towards justice and independently being themselves, and that their light is so bright in a way here when they are on the path of things are aligned to make change. It's not about I'm independent, no one tells me what to do, and so therefore I'm going to just act sort of unruly. But it's like I won't back down no matter what authority comes here and tells me the way that it is. I know the way that it is just, and the way that is intended to be fair, and the way that is intended to make sense. And this is their conviction. And so I feel like this is a very beautiful part of this person that you see. It's like it pulls you to their light. But I also feel this person has like a timeless or classic beauty. So they might be somebody who is kind of I was gonna say like simple or basic, but those aren't the right words. But I feel like there isn't a whole bunch of bells and whistles to this person's appearance, because I feel like this person is just them and their authentic self and their beauty. They don't need to wear a whole bunch of bells and whistles, but I feel like it's a timeless beauty. Like a very classic beauty. Like I feel like this person is very attractive. So if this is like a woman or a female, then I don't feel like she I don't know, someone here who's all like decked out, or like all sort of masked up in some way. I feel like is just, this person is very beautiful in their natural form. And if this is a guy, like I feel like he just has one of those natural beauty forms or physique. I feel like this person might be shifting from trying to like prove certain things to being very wise about what it is that they want to fight for. Like, I don't know, it's hard to put into words, but I feel like, maybe when they're in their more adolescent energy, squandering things, it's like I want to prove the fact that that I don't need to listen to anyone or any social construct of stories or what anyone tells me to do. And so I'm going to rebel. I'm just going to rebel for the sake of rebelling. But then there is this know when to pick my battles, when I understand that maybe this way of behaving is beneath me in some way. So you might show this person or mirror to this person this behavior, you know, that there's a higher way for them to engage with their vision and to be outspoken and to drive their concerns or their agenda or their beliefs and injustice, you know. If they're a social justice warrior or whatever, you know, that there's a way that they don't have to engage, that might be trying to prove themselves, but more of how can they really support that vision or make a big change in the world here, what's more impactful. I think this is the sort of thing that they're working through. And I think this person is like misunderstood. So when people see this person, although like I said, there's a classic beauty here about this person, it's like, you know, instantly that this person is in an energy here that isn't your standard typical pushover. Like it's instantly recognizable. This person has a rebel type of persona. Also, this person might well, there's a lot of like rebel without a cause, but I feel like in the adolescent energy that they're coming out of now, this doesn't mean that they're like their age is in the adolescent, but the energy of adolescence here and the archetype of what they're shedding or transitioning out of, you know, is like an energy that needs to be transmuted into the higher version of themselves. So they can be someone here who looks like they're confrontational, looking to argue, is kind of what it looks like here. Okay, but I feel like as they transition out of this adolescent energy and release some of this more rebel without a cause, or I want to argue, or I'm confrontational, into more confident, I know what it is that is right, and I'm going to stand behind these convictions, but I don't need to sort of prove myself or have this conversation or this argument here, you know, unless it's the right arena or the right place to do so. There's a very strong masculine energy here, you know, and so it could be that the masculine energy is a little bit distorted when you meet this person, you know, trying to remain autonomous and in control, and you know, I'm the man in some way here, or no one tells me what to do, to someone here who again learns about balance and being someone that could compromise, maybe where it was difficult for them to open up to allow another person and to be able to compromise, because I am getting an avoidant attachment type person here, or fear of commitment, or being too fearful of being held down, you know, and this to me proves my masculinity, or that I am in control or free to do as I wish. And I feel like there's a transformation of this energy into understanding that this is a shadow aspect, that is a defense mechanism that's created based on their upbringing, and that, you know, transient energy of them moving from place to place, or being under certain caregivers, or coming from a divorced family, or not feeling relied on, or it's like there was someone that was consistent that they could rely on, or the same group of friends or school or something like this. So I'm getting a strong Leo, because I feel like this person isn't really shy, you know, like they have no issues with allowing themselves to be seen. And so I feel like there's a very attractive light about this person. Also, they're very unique. So they could be eccentric or different in some way that is very just different than a lot of people that, you know, they could be around. It's like their point of view and their perspective and their understanding of things is like, huh, like I never saw it this way, or just very unique. Like they highlight a lot of things that maybe other people would overlook, or major issues that might be seen in one sort of way that's not right, you know? And so I feel like this person doesn't allow for things to just be as they are, or accepted because that's the norm. And so I feel like this person wants to spread this sort of awareness if they can. So I don't know that I've ever done a reading quite as challenging as this one, if I gotta be honest. I don't know, maybe I'm in the channeling mode, but we're gonna pull some tarot here, and we're gonna ask Spirit for a little bit more in regards to pile 1. And how is pile 1 gonna see their future spouse, or this person that we're tapped into, their next serious relationship or their next serious partner? How are they going to see this person? Spirit, anything I'm missing in this reading, please help me to channel this message, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. Thank you, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here. So we have Temperance in reverse. I feel this is talking about the adolescent self that's misdirected energy. It's like they have to learn how to transmute and hone some of this independent freedom energy into someone who is more pointed and more impactful with their energy to make change. You know, like there's certain beliefs and ideas and understandings they have which are very valid, but if it's not harnessed in a way here that allows there to be a healthy balance or change, then it comes through and is filtered in a way here that isn't very healthy. I feel like this person indulges a lot on something, you know, I don't know, maybe it's partying, like I said, sex, drugs, rock and roll, I don't know, there's something in their world that maybe they overdo. And I also feel like this person is you know, I don't know, like if there's something they're interested in, I think they overdo it. They overkill it or overexplore it or overinvest in it, or they just, yeah, there's like a full-on diving in type energy that needs to find balance here. And then we have 5 swords, and then we have the Page of Wands. Yeah, so there's an adolescent energy here. Like, it is fiery, you know, what you're really getting, but it's like a very youthful perspective that comes through, but it's also a little bit immature because I feel like it seems like it's coming from a confrontational angle, even though I don't feel this person, you know, gets thrills with being confrontational, but I feel like there is an underlying pin of this is how I maintain feeling like I am in control by being able to speak my truth, or wearing this out in the open, this coat of defensiveness in some way here, that I know what I'm talking about, or that I'm right about something, you know, and so others might be put off by this sort of more abrasive energy, but I don't mind talking about it, exploring about it, or pushing people's buttons. Like, this person definitely is someone who pushes someone's buttons. Okay, and it makes me laugh because I think it makes you laugh, because, you know, if we're easily triggered by someone else's sort of thoughts, like I don't feel this person is offensive or like says things that well, I don't know, like the people they trigger might think they're offensive, you know, but I feel like this person is just sort of speaking an honest truth, you know, like an honest truth about how to see a certain point of view that maybe not other people agree with. And so that's their position, you know, and so they can argue with people. And I feel like they might argue with people online. Like, maybe this person is someone who gets a lot of, you know, people sort of arguing with them or trying to, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of like this type of a thing, you know. So it could suck up a lot of this person's time and energy. It's like they don't need to argue with strangers online, or they don't need to have people buy into what their opinion is of something. But I feel like the conviction is there because I feel like there is something very just about what this person is fighting for. Like, their mission, their vision, their understanding of what's unfair, or what needs to be brought to people's attention is something they want to highlight. And not everyone is ready to accept this sort of thing, you know. And so if we're immature about it, or if we're not understanding how to hone this energy, we're sort of just yelling at the wall, you know. There's a lot of that energy that's pulling through here, but a lot of fire. So this person certainly could be Aries, okay, Leo, and Sagittarius. that pulls through here. But like I said, I am picking up some Scorpio energy and also some Pisces with the High Priestess. And some Taurus. So let's keep going. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is all about self-love, you know, and an emotional new beginning. And in the reverse, I'm feeling this person is someone who maybe shuts out love, you know, or shuts out their emotions from things. So they don't personalize things. That's the thing. Yeah, that's really coming through. It's like they talk about the cause and they're very fired up, and they have strong opinions, convictions, you know, and are independent and free and all of this stuff. But I feel like when it comes to their emotions and allowing people in, I feel this person is in the shadow and defensive and maybe a little bit guarded, you know, because of how they were brought up. But I feel like, again, this is coming through as like 2 years or something pulling through here. This person maybe having to feel comfortable in your energy before opening up or allowing you to see this other side of themselves. And yeah, there's like a lot of gentleness here, like cuddling and affection and also sexual attraction here, you know, which allows this person to connect with their emotions, which I feel this person has a difficult time connecting to their own emotions, or even maybe committing to you initially, because there is this inability for them to want to, you know, start anything for themselves in a romantic sense. And the Devil in reverse, Capricorn energy. This is coming back to this thing that's really highlighted here, you know, that I was kind of seeing, the adolescent, immature self that's not directed and pointed into making this more higher ascended impact in the world, and so I squander it in sex, drugs, and rock and roll, or my vision of autonomy, and I do what I want. You know, it's like they need to find a way to balance this out, and I feel that they're in the process of transmuting this energy, releasing things of toxic ways of how they've been identified or using as a protective mechanism for running or avoiding or feeling unsafe and blocking people from getting close, or being shelled off or being outspoken to sort of scare people off in some way. You know, I don't think, oopsie. I don't think they're like ingenuinely sort of triggering people in order to keep them away, but I feel like in relationship, I feel this person is somebody who can't be pinned down and wears the coat of this independent, autonomous person who can't commit in some way, you know. So the hedonist and the devil, I think this person might also be clearing out some addictive behavior in their world. Like I said, there's something that they overdo. I don't know what it is, you know, maybe over partying, over drinking, over something that they're working on. And I feel like this might get in the way of them connecting to their emotions. So they drink, or so they avoid, or so they indulge in the thing, distract in the thing. It's better than me having to face my own emotions or even like get into a relationship. So there's some time here, you know, for this person to trust and transition out and allow this energy to dissipate on its own or be transmuted in some way. 8 Pentacles in reverse. This is like, I don't even try to commit and dedicate myself consistently to something that's going to be proven worthwhile, because maybe I don't believe in myself in some capacity until I do get to my higher vision of who I am and what I'm about and what I've been producing. Because I feel like this person could produce, but they don't. And I feel this is a frustration, you know, like maybe when you first meet this person, they seem like very immature, or they're not really producing. They're very serious about, I don't know, like what they could really invest and create in this world. It's more about proving self in some way here, you know. So you have 2 Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I think they don't see any value in convention. And also this person might not take things very serious in the material world, you know, like they might be very minimalistic here, like a freelancer, or just do what they want. Like, I won't work for the man, or I'm not going to do what authority wants, or I avoid a 9 to 5. But at the same time, it's like this person might not have established things, you know, like, I don't know, they might have a lot of debt, or they might, you know, you're probably thinking like, oh, this is my next partner. But I feel like this is their history or their past, you know, or at least when you get to know this person, or you understand of this person and this energy, it's like, because there's a version of myself here that I'm resisting or not allowing myself to explore, because of a deeper thing that has a hold of how I live my life, a belief that I have of how I control myself and my world in order to feel safe here. But I also cover it up with certain behaviors that are kind of immature. And so I'm not really seeing the great truth of how I can make impact in the world, and know my purpose and my vision, and how I can be more reliable or consistent in this world of offering my service. You know, it doesn't have to be 9 to 5, but I can offer the world something consistently, and be committed and dedicated without feeling like I'm selling myself out. Like, this person is not a sellout, you know. So it's like, I don't want to commit to anything that's going to be a long term, or require me to be committed, dedicated, and consistent, because there is a fear of commitment and getting close to something that might be pulled, or the rug pulled from under them. So it's like, I will be in this energy before this energy fools me again, or makes me victim again in some way. But this is shadow, okay? This is real shadow. So it's like evitable, or it's evident in how you see this person engage. But they wouldn't say this, you know. It's like, this person isn't somebody who would sign on to a job here, because that would require me having to give my word of a commitment here of something, you know. Or if I say I'm going to, I don't know, like do something that's going to require me to be consistent and dedicated, it's like, I'd rather just do that than appear like I have to sign anything, or like tell you I'm going to do it, because I'm free in some way here. Yeah. I feel like for someone who is very honest and very outspoken, I feel like this person has a very difficult time communicating their emotions to you and expressing themselves about how they feel. But I feel this person feels very, very deep emotions. Like, they're a very sensitive person, you know, so they feel it. But I feel like this person might keep a lot inside of themselves here, especially when you first sort of get to know them or meet this person. 3 of Wands in reverse. And we have the Hierophant coming out again, Taurus energy. And the 4 Pentacles. So I feel like there's a big energy of grow up, you know, like you're worth more, you have potential, you could do more, you could be more, you can do this. And it's like they choose or they don't do that. You know, when you meet them, it's like, I could, but I'll just sort of do what's easy or do what feels like it's more safe in this moment. So I'm not allowing myself to be someone different, you know, like different as in the more mature version of myself, the more higher version of myself, which would require me to be a little bit more committed, dedicated, and still authentic. But I feel like there's fear around this in some way, but I don't know if fear is the word. It's the shadow, you know, it's really the shadow, because it's been pulled from me where I start to feel confident, comfortable, and dedicated, and then I just get abandoned or left, or things start to change, and so therefore I'm just not even entertaining this energy. But then it's like I'm not growing or moving forward, or there's nothing that I commit to consistently to grow into something big, because I just squander my energy in some way, you know, like I'm burning my energy here in something that might not be constructive. And so I'm not really getting anywhere in my life. And so this lifestyle that I'm seeing in some way here is what I have to work on releasing and getting out of this sort of protector mode of how I have to be independent or free or buck the system or be unconventional and not to do what the man says and argue with people and have it my way. And that's their belief, and how they were like, they figure it's going to work for them, you know. But there's a releasing of this type of an energy and closing this out. So I feel like this is what this person is working on closing out here, okay? Like with the Exorcist, this mortification, and then this world, it's like, and this release of the devil, or the devil in reverse, and this Four Pentacles. But it's, yeah, it's more showing you us the challenging sort of part here of this person, you know, that is pulling through here. So let me see if Spirit wants to show another side of this person here. And maybe this was more to show you who this person is, but I want to see like what happens when this person, I'm going to put this one back, but let's take a look. As we have the High Priestess, which was pulling through Pisces energy. Very intuitive here, but it's once this person doesn't act from shadow and acts more from intuition, I feel like there is this beautiful shift, because now it's their high version of themselves, you know, and it's more productive and more, I don't know, secure, and it's more confident, it's more stable, it gets more done, you feel more safe with this person, and it's more attractive than someone who is a little bit in this energy. So let's see, spirits, can we dive into pile one's person then? Can we look at their more mature side, or this person, and another aspect maybe of this person that might come through in a different way that pile one can connect to? So we have the Chariot in reverse, the need to integrate shadow self, and a little chaotic and reckless, you know, until they do sort of the inner work and address a part of self that is inauthentic. And the inauthenticity is really because I'm acting out of shadow. I'm really in defensive mode, because what I really want is what everyone else wants: to be loved, accepted, share my emotions, you know, be able to be committed and build things. But it's like I'm using this energy to not be committed. So the Lovers fell sideways like this. Gemini energy, Virgo energy. Where's this Ace of Swords here? And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Two Wands and the Star. Okay, beautiful people. This person takes a while. I'm getting 2 years here, give or take, okay? But it could be that this person, that you've known this person for 2 years. I don't know, but what I'm really seeing is this person is coming out of an energy that, how we described, and connecting with you is giving this person an understanding of what the future can look like for them, of something that is more aligned with a greater version of themselves that they can trust and be authentically them, and not defensive or reacting out of shadow or this adolescence energy that is very unreliable, and it's not manifesting great things in their world. But this connection is one that they have to contemplate. I think they seriously look at it and contemplate over this connection, because I feel like this connection would require them to sort of maybe backpedal, you know, if they are in this energy of no one tells me, and now they have this sort of regimented connection in some way, it requires this person to step up at the end of the day, you know? And so I feel like this is something that this person takes quite some time to really contemplate and look at. And so I feel what Spirit is really showing is that this connection really matters to this person in a very deep way, because of the fact that they can choose this connection upon really contemplating and reviewing themselves, you know, and not just sort of jumping into something that doesn't really matter to them. Like they're really connecting to a vision of an ideal way of them potentially seeing themselves in the future. And it does require them to heal through a process here, you know, like really reflect, heal, find balance, see that they're not living in authentic truth to a deeper version, a higher version of themselves that would allow them to create certain things in their world, you know, and choosing this connection would open this new version of themselves that is very imbalanced. And I feel like there's a lot of stuck energy when you meet this person in the adolescent, immature state. You know, that changes when they choose this connection. Yeah, like to actually be productive, a productive member of society. And this person probably wouldn't use those words, and it's not really in the conventional way, but it's like I have an unconventional way of giving to this connection, and I transition out of someone who's unreliable or can't commit to somebody who can give in a balanced way to this connection, because I've contemplated and really thought about what vision I want to have with you in the future here, because of the love I feel here, and because I've had time to really go deep within and reflect back on a greater truth of what I can produce, you know, what I can produce with you, what I can produce for myself. It's like no longer fighting the material, like the rebel without a cause, like, you know, screw the matrix, I'm gonna live off grid, but here I am like a starving artist who's hungry and angry at the world, into someone here who now I become, you know, a very intelligent off-grid person who's able to live off the I don't know, the community farm and homeschool, you know, that's type of it's more of a balance. No, those were just sort of examples, but it's that sort of, I'm going to take my unconventional way of understanding how things should be in my world and allowing myself to integrate those beliefs with the Hierophant in a way here that isn't unproductive and immature and resisting and inauthentic and incapable of expressing something, because all this has done is kept my world sort of stuck here with you in this connection, or me small, because the 3 wands is this person incapable of like moving and expanding and growing and releasing and growing up. Yeah, growing up from an energy of just giving up on themselves when it comes to the material world. So another message coming through. It's easy for this person to sort of screw the matrix and screw, you know, like the 9 to 5 and all this stuff in a way here that ties back to the shadow self that really holds this up as an excuse to not have to try and not have to give and not have to commit and not have to be reliable, you know, like, because it doesn't mean that they have to do those things, but it means, okay, if society doesn't work for you, then what's a functional way for you to be a contributing member to what you're going to create in your world then, if it's not the 9 to 5, if it's not the social construct, if it's not, you know, the 9 to 5, then are you an entrepreneur? Like, what are you doing with your world? You know, like, this is the type of questions this person is needing to ask, because I think the inauthenticity comes from, I'm going to do what I want. And it's like, well, what do you want? Do you want to be imbalanced and not, like, you know, like contribute and be unreliable and be someone here who's like stuck in some energy that just wants to argue why society or these things are bad? Or do you want to just prove your method works, you know, by like having your own homestead or like some developed thing that produces in your world? And you don't need to argue or say certain things. You just show and do, you know? So yeah, this is what pulls through here, pile 1. This is very interesting. I know it was a little different here, and some parts were a little challenging to get out, but this is your reading. I hope this resonated for you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, beautiful angels. Second chakra, second pile here. The energy of the sacral chakra helps to support, navigate our lives through our emotions, and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world. Wow, wow, wow. Let's take a look at the person that is your next sort of serious relationship, or your future spouse, and how you see this person. And yeah, let's get into this energy. I'll lay all these cards out before I start to channel. So we have the Arctic hare, and it says longevity 4 years, gestation hatching 50 days. The Arctic hare is well equipped for life on the Canadian and Greenland tundra. Its thick coat that turns white in winter provides heat and camouflage. Its ears are shorter than those other hares to reduce heat loss. With its wide legs, it walks through the snow without sinking, and its keen sense of smell allows it to spot plants buried under the snow. Cute. All right. We have the Amsterdam albatross. Longevity 35 years, gestation hatching 80 days. With a wingspan measuring more than 3 meters, which is 9.84 feet, this albatross is one of the largest birds in the world. It is also one of the most endangered species. Its population is estimated at just 70 individuals. Wow. It spends most of its life at sea, coming ashore only to breed. It nests exclusively on the peat bogs of Amsterdam Island in the southern Indian Ocean. Huh, very fascinating. Wow, okay, we have 22 with the Creator. I haven't seen this card in a very long time. Fascinating. Master number 22, peacemaker, diplomacy, healthy, energetic boundaries, divinely guided relationships. The Bridge. So this is 38. Or number 11, which is also a master number of a divine inspiration, synchronicity, and the encouragement to keep going. Transition. And then we have 1010, enter your vortex. Look at the colors here. Aligning with infinite abundance. Wow. Even the colors here. I'm getting a lot of Hangman Pisces energy pulling through. And then we have Wolf, step into sovereignty. And we have Queen, light attributes, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Shadow attributes, becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling, and demanding. Let's slide that over here so we have a little bit more space. Okay. And then we have Damsel, light attributes, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Shadow attributes, waiting for the night to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. Okay. And we have Maeve, or Maeve, cycles and rhythms. I honor the cycles of your body, honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So I'm getting temperance energy from this, Sagittarius. Daffodil. Wow. Rebirth and new beginnings. New beginnings often disguised as painful endings. Daffodil. And we have the Puppet Master, Capricorn, Scorpio energy pulling through. And then we have the Gardener, 36. And it says, weed out negativity and toxic thoughts to clear the way for the new growth that is sure to come if you add habits to heal your life. And we have Against Nature, number 56, or the number 11 coming out. So now we have 1111. It's a master number. And it's also talking about potentially the twin flame. Okay, so some of you guys might resonate with that soul connection. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. And we have Mercury Chiron. Wow, number 25. And Mercury is a ruling planet for Gemini, Virgo. Okay, and then we have Chiron and Uranus. Okay, well, Uranus is Aquarius energy, and Chiron is talking about the healing challenge that we experience either in a past life or existing life that we need to overcome and heal. So let's take a look at this Mercury Chiron before we start to channel. It says, primitive, you know just how to wound people with words and do so mercilessly. Adaptive, you're able to pinpoint exactly where people are hurting and respond with care and compassion. Evolving, your words are transformational. To hear and behold what you say to others creates instantaneous healing and affirmation. Wow. Primitive, you tend toward erratic speech. Your thoughts are inconsistent and fragmented. Adaptive, you have a gift for using the written word to heal others. Evolving, you possess an exceptional ability to tune into the psyches of others and know what they are thinking. You have a deep knowing of diverse ways to address the hurt in the minds of all people. Chiron and Uranus, 56. And here we have the primitive. You know just how to pour salt into your wounds and inflame them. So now it's internal rather than external. You have original and effective approach to healing trauma, and evolving, you can bend time and energy to transform wounds into strength. Wow, transmutation. We were feeling with the Sagittarius alchemy, temperance. So primitive, you create wounding disruptions for others. Adaptive, you creatively attend to the healing of your wounds. Evolving, you invent radical new ways of healing. Okay. Healing. Beautiful pile number 2. This could be your energy, but I'm going to read it as this is your next future spouse, partner, because this is what I'm doing. This person's healing, and more healing. So they could be transitioning, but I feel like what I really feel is that this connection is one that allows this person to heal, and heal from a version of themselves that wasn't allowing themselves to be very deep and connect to pains, and maybe they were very resistant or fighting against themselves in some way and keeping people under one understanding, like people are like this and I'm like that, and that's my understanding and my experience, and that's it. But that's a big old shadow. And so I feel like this connection is really making this person question a big part of how they identify in connection, especially, romantic connections, intimacy, how they can expose themselves in a way to trust and to heal a lot of trauma that's been created within their shadow that they've chalked up to it's one way of coping or dealing with it. Like, I feel like this person is really overcoming big challenges in their blocks or in their shadow. Like, this is the biggest one, really, like you're holding up a big old mirror to this person to make massive change in their world, because I feel like this person was really acting out of their shadow in a lot of what they would do, especially when it comes to connection. Like the fear of abandonment, or the fear of getting hurt, or the fear of whatever story I experienced and believed became so true that I created a persona of myself that controls me in connections. And so I have a self-speak here that is not the strongest, So it could be somebody who, or it can be somebody here who in the past had a very low self-worth, or at least had to prove themselves in some way, like I have to prove my own worth And so I feel like the big lesson this person is sort of learning is to see themselves from a different point of view that frees them from any of this pain, that they're independent of their experiences. And I feel like this connection does this for this person, or you can show this new perspective to this person, or you've allowed them to see this about themselves, that there is nothing broken or missing or traumaed here that has a hold of them, that has to control them, that they could be free here. And so I feel this person learns about freedom, freedom from pain, freedom from acting in their triggers and traumas. This person's also very, very creative, you know, so they're either a writer, painter, singer, dancer, musician, like highly, highly, highly creative here. And they have a way of like really tapping into people's emotions and understanding people's pains. And you know, this person most likely is an empath, no doubt about it. You know, like you can feel this person, um their energy is one that gives off a lot of compassion. And I also feel like this person picks up a lot of other people's energy very easily. So I feel like maybe when you meet this person, there is an energy here of, I'm going to be I don't know, I need a certain thing outside of me to show me my greatness. But I feel this person needs to go through understanding their own beauty, and their own greatness comes from within. Because I feel like this person projects a lot of what's happened to them and the pain into the version of themselves that they think they are. And so they might be somebody here who might be wanting attention from you, you know, or like really like wanting to be appreciated or seen or rescued in some way, you know. But I feel like this is somebody who learns about relying on themselves and not having to be externally seeking connection or anything. It's like this is the true version of a divine empress, divine feminine energy, who had to learn the hard way to stand on her own, rely on herself, you know, like healthy boundaries, protect her energy, but be compassionate, be empathetic, be kind, be healing. Yeah, like I feel like this is what this connection does to this person. It opens up their heart in a way here that can show compassion, that can connect to it within themselves, you know. And it opens this energy of being very creative. So you're either their muse or give them a lot of inspiration to do something and put the energy into creative outlet that is very impactful here. You know, like others really appreciate their art or really connect with the sensitive emotional side that this person has. They have a way of transmuting certain energies here that maybe other people might have a difficult time doing. Like, how do we get past hurts, or how do we utilize ourselves in a way here that's productive when we've been hurt, or when we have energy that's difficult to work with, that might seem like it's controlling us in some way. This person might also have a green thumb here with the gardening, so they might be connected to, you know, plants, botanicals, herbs. They might like to garden, flowers, that sort of thing. And something's pulling through here. Maybe this person lives in sort of a cold climate, but it could be metaphorical about even here, it's like their environment has been quite cold. Like they might have felt very rejected or not loved by, you know, deeply loved in the past, or understood what it means to be deeply loved or cared for, or to generate this warmth from within. So this person might have, when you meet them, maybe seem a little cold, maybe even, or they might get a little cold when they're defensive because of this hurt or this experience. And so they might even resist you, or resist you getting close, or have some sort of way that's driving from the shadow self, you know, that's projecting out there. So for some of you guys, this person might live in Canada, okay, as it talks about that, or in a snowy climate. But I feel like they've learned to protect themselves as well, you know, protect themselves from people who might be out to hurt them or to challenge them in some way. Now, this is totally giving me goosebumps, and I think this is how you're really pulled to this person. I feel like this person is a very rare sort of breed here, because I don't think a lot of people are able to go from where this person has experience to who this person has become or is going to become when you meet them, or maybe they're in the process of this when you meet them. But I feel like there are very few, you know, percent here in the world that's reflecting to you this unbelievable power that this person has to really utilize pains, hurts, overcome. Like, I don't know, this person has a big story. I don't know, like maybe they lost their whole family or something, or experienced a lot of death, or relationships are just really challenging for this person, or just I've had to work from the ground up, or I was homeless and I became like the CEO of like Amazon, like that type of a crazy story. Or at least this is what this person's energy exudes, and it's really tied back to this creative thing. So I don't know, maybe they're like a business owner, a producer, a creator, content creator, or very unique in how they touch people with their product or their service or their creation. They really speak to people from an authentic place that connects, and it's from a passion, but it's also from I've been there and I was able to get to where I'm at, is really the big story of this person's life. And so I feel you feel very inspired by this person's movement. Like, wow, like you would never have known that this person was, because I feel like before you met this person, they were kind of going through a lot of this. And so they might be amidst the transformation or transitioning out of this energy, or they could certainly be on the other side already when you meet them. I don't know, but I do know that in the past, this person was in a very sort of low place of experience, and it's something that was controlling their life. But I feel like it was the biggest blessing for this person. Because of this experience, this created this inspiration with this Ace of Wands here, and this creator, this second chakra. And this is like, because of all of this pain, suffering, death, and torment, and all of this stuff, it's why I am how I am, and why I was able to create what I did, and the magic that I'm able to infuse and produce here is all because of this experience that I had that wasn't pleasant. And so most people would just sort of roll over, or be, like I said, like, I don't know, like homeless or an addict or some sort of, I say low life, but I mean, that's really a judgment here. But how to move beyond this, like how they moved beyond this. So I think they had to nurture themselves from the ground up, literally pick themselves up. And this is why I feel this person is very sort of in an energy here to protect themselves, but I feel there's an authenticity that comes through from this person, because they've been there, done that, bought the shirt. So you can't sell them anything, like they could sniff it from a mile away. And if you give any sort of vibes to this person that you're inauthentic, or you're trying to trick them in any way, I think this person just senses it and fucks off. Like, they're not going to invest their time trying to convince you or work with you or whatever. They're just like, nope, like I can sense authenticity. And I feel like it's because this person walks and talks authenticity themselves, So I feel like this person doesn't give a lot of people the time of day, if I got to be honest, because I feel they smell a lot of bullshit out there. It's like, I sense a lot of bullshit, and so therefore I'm not going to listen to a whole bunch of bullshit or give mind or pay so much of my sort of energy, because I've been there. There's no need to relive it. And so I feel like this person understands authentic pain, and people who need to sort of hear about how to work with their energy from a very authentic, empowered way. And then they can tell those who are sort of I don't know, just victim playing or yeah, like a victim mentality here, and not engage with that, So I do feel like this person has the old self and a new self. And they'll tell you about this because I feel like they had to really, really change their whole sort of view of self and self speak and where they came from into who they are. So there's like like I say, the homeless version and the CEO version of like some big conglomerate, and not that this person is like corporate by any means. They could be, but I mean, success to this person is through this creative thing, but it's not. I don't feel something here that's a coat they wear. It's like the authentic expression that I have is bringing me all of the abundance. So they're well off based on a true passion vision of authenticity. Like I've walked and talked to pain, and I've used this in order for me to express this in a way that I'm very passionate about. And so this is paying forward to me in way of monetary gain. So they might have a big following or a big client list or a business here that really produces a lot of output and abundance for this person, but it's through a very, very challenging process that they've had to nurture. So I don't know, I feel like maybe this person, like had to rescue themselves, and maybe they were waiting to be rescued in some way. But they realized like no one's going to rescue me but me. And so I feel like this is the biggest driver that's, led this person to make change in their world. And I feel they're very independent, but also I feel like they could be a little cold here if they feel like maybe someone's trying to impede or ride their coattails or, I don't know, be inauthentic with certain things, because it's like I know that what it takes to heal and go through certain things, and you can't pull the wool over my eyes. So let's see, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2 spirit. Pile 2's person I'm tapped into here, their next serious partner relationship. How is pile 2 going to see this person? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. King of Pentacles. Yeah. So I created myself and it's self-sustaining. So I feel this person is very abundant when it comes to wealth or stability. They created that corporation or that business or that product or that thing that is very self-sustaining. I feel like this person is also very reliable, consistent, committed, dedicated, and yeah, and I feel like this person can give off vibes of like, I'm slowing down because I've had to grind, or I've had to go through and lay all of this stuff. So now I'm sort of living the lap of luxury, or at least this is sort of where they're headed. You can feel with this person's passion and their authenticity that they're going to create something huge that they could just sort of retire on, or at least sit in the and what they've created here. 9 of Cups in reverse, and the 8 of Cups. So it's the pain and the situations that weren't fulfilling me and created pain. I had to walk away and not be that energy that allowed it to control my world. So anything emotionally unsatisfying or that didn't represent me or made me feel incomplete or emotionally underappreciated or just not safe, happy, loved, I had to leave that old self behind. And I feel it's the self themselves, like they had to leave their old version self behind. I wasn't making myself happy, or the relationship I had with myself wasn't fulfilling. And so what is fulfilling for me? And so that's this bridge. They had to go seek what's happy for them, or what does make them feel loved and appreciated and is authentically them. 5 Pentacles. That's this struggle. Like, am I going to sit out here as a victim? Like I said, is like, I don't know, like homeless keeps coming through, maybe they literally had to sleep in a shelter, or they felt very alone. without any home. Wow. Yeah, like, look. From homeless to CEO of a company, and now I just live in the lap of luxury. Like, I feel this person is very well off, like probably has like, I don't know, a bunch of homes, or like maybe they're not that material. I'm not really feeling materialistic so much as it's luxury in a way that allows me to feel safe, comfortable in the world that I've created here, because I'm deserving of all good things, you know? So I have all the good things, good homes, and a bunch of things here that make me feel, I don't know, not like this. Because at one point I felt like this, and I had to leave this behind and find my own power here. Yeah, it wasn't something that I could invest in and see, you know, like the good fruit. And so I was giving to a situation that didn't produce for me or reflect back to me something that was making me feel happy. So I'm producing, and there's the 2 cups. So like I said at the beginning, I felt like there was something in regards to relationship. Like, I don't know, maybe this person had a really bad divorce that left them completely like without money or something, you know, or like it wasn't fulfilling at all, or like it was a very poor marriage, or like whatever they experienced, you know. It doesn't have to be a marriage per se, but I do feel it is like it impacted how they see relationships. And I feel like they had one understanding because of the trauma and the trigger, what they were attributing what a relationship would look like or what a balanced relationship would be, until they realized I need to fix the relationship with myself and create some version of myself that allows me to be able to be in a connection that's more healthy and balanced once I know who I am and lean into the version of myself that's capable of sharing love and giving love. Because I don't feel this person was in a balanced energy to give or share love when you might have met them or at one point in time. And so it was really stunting who they could be and what they could create, you know. And I think it gave them a lack of confidence because of the fact that they felt that they had nothing or no one, or I don't know. Let's dive in deeper than spirit. So let's see, beyond this sort of tragic background, like, can we take a look at where this person's sort of transitioning into, or anything else here that's this person, that pile 2 is connecting with, and how they're going to see them once they overcome some of this more challenging energy. 3 cups, the lap of luxury is coming in, like, and it's like you have fun with this person, like they're fun to be around. They're not talking about sad things and hurt things. It's like they're fun to be with. You enjoy their company, you know, they're social. They have groups of friends. They might even have a community of clients here that really connect to them, like really look up to them and what they create here. Like there's a sisterhood or a brotherhood or a community of people, you know, and when they come together, it's authentic, it's fun, it's joyful. Magician in reverse. So this is tying back to that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel like this is all about self. It's like this person realizes that if they don't, and if they couldn't find the root of what was not allowing them to generate what it is that they want, they have to go within and fix whatever was going on within them, the shadow within them. Like it was nothing external. And so I feel like their external world wasn't supporting this person's vision or allowing them to see the beauty within them. So I think the friends or their community of people or who they were surrounded by is something that did not work for this person. 3 swords. It didn't work for this person. Person, place, thing of the past, or a family upbringing, childhood friends, or hometown, whatever it is. It didn't allow me to manifest the true version of myself. And I might have been very dependent on other people's opinions or how they would engage with me. But if they weren't the right community or the people, it's like I was blocked from manifesting, and all it did was create pain and keep me pained here, you know, like I compare myself to these people, or like what I had to be or say or do, and a lifestyle that didn't speak to me. And so I wasn't creating the version of myself that now I'm enjoying here. But this is more about the passing energy, I feel. So Spirit, why is this Magician in reverse? So we have Gemini, Virgo, and then we have Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Why is this Magician here in reverse? I feel like this person also couldn't speak their truth. Yeah, they couldn't grow, they couldn't move in that environment, and they couldn't produce here. And so I feel like once this person realized that that wasn't something for them to invest in, to walk away, then they had to deal with healing of their heart. So I feel like even though maybe they weren't welcomed, or it was a challenging thing they had to deal with, I feel it was difficult for them to accept parting ways, or have to overcome the pain of, I don't fit in with this group of people, or my family, or this thing, you know. It's really stunting this person's development. Eight of Wands, so this is breaking out of that, moving forward. Yeah, success. They have such a success story. It's like all of this, and now I broke free, and now I'm successful, and I'm winning. And I think you're really drawn to this person's success story. There's also a lot coming through with communication, because I feel like this person is able to articulate certain things very clearly. It's like, this was me, or this is where I wasn't growing or manifesting or accepted, and there was a lot of pain and suffering and injustice done with how people would, I don't know, connect to me and my energy in some way, which kept me very small and stuck. And so I can see this, and this is how I'm sort of communicating this, or expressing it through my art. Yeah, I chose to move forward. Okay, so now let's dive in. Like, I think this is what's really standing out, is like their past energy to their future energy, or who they become is something that you're drawn to. But let's see more personal about how you connect to this person then. Spirit, clear and concise message in regards to pile 2. How does pile 2 really connect then with this person? What else about this person is pulling through here that pile 2 sees in pile 2's person? Clear and concise message, Spirit, in regards to this connection. So we have the 7 Wands in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Hierophant, the 3 Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and finally, why is this Hierophant here? Hangman in reverse, and 2 Pentacles and the 9 Cups. So, beautiful people. I feel like this person is somebody here who you recognize to be very committed to their own independence of being happy and emotionally fulfilled at all costs. It's like this person values and commits to how they feel, what they can rely on that's going to be authentically something that they can speak about, talk about, live, breathe, bleed about. Okay, that as long as it's aligned with their great truth and brings them happiness. I feel like this is very attractive to you, because this person comes from a very challenging situation that they had to claw their way out of, and that I feel like had they stayed wherever they were at, they could have just been like everyone else in some very desolate environment here that couldn't amount to what they created, and they chose to make something of themselves. Like, I really feel there's like an energy of out of nothing, rags to riches. Yeah, but they had to leave a family, or leave a community, or leave a situation behind. They didn't like it. It didn't make them feel good. They felt they couldn't manifest. They felt rejected. And then there's the Lovers with this connection. I feel like without them connecting in this connection, they wouldn't be able to create this sort of world for themselves, you know? Yeah, like everything's pointing to the massive change here in their world by choosing the lover's path, you know, like their path, their destined calling, being committed to this. And I feel like maybe this gives you hope, or maybe this allows you to see a different sort of perspective of yourself, you know, like very inspired by this person's rags to riches story. I feel like there's like a silent fighter energy about this person that you're really drawn to, because I don't feel like this person has to prove anything, you know. I feel like they just show it in their what they do. So let's just pull final words here for pile 2 then. Final words for pile 2 in regards to this connection, and how is pile 2 seeing this future spouse person. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2. Anything I've missed, spirits, anything further we can wrap up this reading with. Thank you so much. Yeah, it just keeps coming through that massive change in their world of what they've had to release and heal in order to manifest and find happiness and transition out. So we have High Priestess in reverse, Pisces energy. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the 5 Pentacles, Wise High Priestess here. We have the 3 of Cups in reverse. There's this Knight of Swords here. We have the 2 Wands. And finally, Wise this 5 Pentacles. We have the 7 Pentacles in reverse, Justice, the Tower, and 2 Cups and 2 Pentacles. Wow. It keeps giving the same message. So I don't know if they were in a divorce, if they were in a family, they lost it all. I don't know, lost it in a fire, the divorce, whatever was unjust, it happened to them. They lost their whole family. It feels like I was homeless. I didn't have anything. Like, it was such a huge thing that happened here, and it really impacted how I was able to give to relationship, or how I connected with people because of my own self-speak. So I had to confront, you know, I had to really confront and deal with certain things here. I didn't know what I didn't know. You know, I had to learn it. I had to become the person who would understand and learn and pull myself out of the rags, you know, because the environment I was in, I could have just rolled over and chose to give up on myself. But instead of that, I fought for justice, or I chose the path of justice here to deal with the thing here that most people would just shy away from. And so I feel like this person really values connection, you know, is really stand up, is very is there for you. Like, you could rely on this person, you could depend on this person. But I feel like they had to create that within them, because their environment was something that was very difficult for them to depend on or to create with. You know, they had to build their own confidence, their own independence, and I feel like this is what this person sort of goes through, you know. And I don't think this person is somebody who would shy away or back down from any adversity. Like, this is the biggest adversity I feel I've ever really read for that someone was able to overcome. So I don't know, maybe this person was on their deathbed, or just everything was against them. It really feels like a community of people, a family of people, or their whole world would just got turned completely upside down, you know. And then it's like, I have to find myself, depend on myself, create with myself, and be honest with myself, and trust myself, and like really connect to certain parts of myself. And yeah, it's like a very different sort of energy that we don't see every day in people who don't want to confront or deal or do the hard work, the shadow work, or whatever it is here. Okay, 9 Pentacles is really your person's energy, you know. And so I feel like they're the type of person who can work with other people when they are secure in themselves. So there's no insecurity. It's like, I'm secure, I know what I could build, I have built it myself, I understand it, I support it, I'm authentic because I created it, I'm connected to it in a way here that understands it, and so I can enjoy what I've created here, you know, and I can share it with other people here, and I don't have ulterior motives, agendas. I don't know, it's very transformational. Okay, pile number 2. This also was a very interesting reading. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 3. You guys pick card 25, integrity. The energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by high moral standards. Wow, beautiful. Let's pull all the cards and then channel what pulls through here. So we have the crab eater seal, and it says the Antarctic seal is one of the most common large mammals on Earth, long and supple. It moves on the ice floe with ease. When crawling, it can reach peak speeds of 25 kilometers an hour. It feeds mainly on small shrimp called krill. To catch them, it dives for about 5 minutes to 40 meters deep. It can go down to 600 meters, which is 1,968 feet, for over 20 minutes. So essentially it can dive in very, 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 very deep here in the waters. Emotions. So we have the bald nodothen. This fish has found the solution to prevent itself from freezing in the icy waters of the Antarctic Ocean. It produces an antifreeze protein. Another remarkable element, its blood is white. Oh my goodness. The abundant oxygen in cold water penetrates into its blood directly, so it has no need for hemoglobin, the protein that gives our blood its red color, to carry oxygen. It's very difficult to see that fish. Bald nodothen. Okay, and then we have the shapeshifter, number 15. 15 is the devil in the tarot, Capricorn energy. And then we have the orphan, number 5. Wow. We have harmonize, 9-9, let your light shine. And we have alligator, take intuitive action. And we have networker, light attributes, enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Shadow attributes, conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. And vampire, light attributes, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Shadow attributes, depleting others for your psychic survival. Chronic complaining and codependency. Interesting, because this was penetrating deep into the protein, into the water, and it produces an antifreeze protein. Okay. Dana, high priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teachings. So Pisces energy, intuitive. And we have the green Tara with start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything yourself. Okay. And we have Peony with prosperity and compassion. Prosperity depends more on wanting what you have. It's so hard to read this. Prosperity depends more on wanting what you have than on having what you want. That's a mouthful. Okay. And then we have Doe. So we have divine feminine energy with the high priestess here, also feeling some divine feminine energy. We have the Grace with 4-4, so 44 master number. Integrity as a foundation, treating Earth as home and a temple. Manifestation and leadership. Forgive yourself and anyone else in your situation, even if you or they do not deserve it. To forgive is to mirror the divine forces who love us. Oh my goodness. And we have Earth's Heart, number 52, or the number 7. And here we have Neptune, Pluto, 63, and also the card of Jupiter, Saturn with 45. So Neptune, ruling planet for Pisces. Pluto is Scorpio. Jupiter is the ruling planet for Sagittarius and Pisces. And Saturn's the ruling planet for Capricorn. Okay, I am going to read this, and then we will start to channel. So 63, and it says, this card as only one aspect as Neptune has such a long cycle. So in the primitive energy, you are drowning in delusions of addictive power. And the adaptive, you're showing everyone what powerful sacrifice means in terms of raising consciousness, evolving. You are the Buddhista and have realized the impermanence of life. You model unconventional regard for every moment and every person. Ooh, very powerful. So Jupiter, Saturn with 45. It says, primitive. You're caught in a push-pull between what you wish you believed and what you fear. You tend towards mania and depression. Prosperity depends more on wanting what you have than on having what you want. Wow, that keeps pulling through. Okay, adaptive. As you learn to regulate between reality and possibility, you build from knowledge that creating the great things you imagine means working hard. Evolving. As a guru of heaven on earth, you model the small steps required to transform lofty, optimistic visions into truly secure realities. Okay, this might be a little challenging here. Let me sit with this energy and see what I'm picking up here, okay? Okay, beautiful people. Something very intuitive about this person, for sure. Okay, and there's a divine feminine energy that pulls through with this person, which is like a very gentle side that I think draws in a lot of people. Like a lot of people are drawn to this person, you know, so they could be somebody here who you might feel like others could take advantage or like really like pull on their energy in some way, because I feel like this person is involved with a lot of people. And so I don't know if they have like a public persona, or this person has to be wear a bunch of different hats, you know, wear a bunch of different hats in order to do what they do, understand people, but it's like they can get into persona very easily because they can connect and relate with people on all sorts of different levels. So I don't know, this person might be well traveled or well educated or just understand the dynamics of people. So they're like a networker, they have the gift of gab, or they like are able to really fit into situations, you know, but it's like because of this, it exposes them to people wanting them or needing their energy in some way. I feel like this person goes very, very deep with a lot of people. Like they just understand human dynamics, emotions on a deep, deep, deep level. And so I feel like this person has this way of not taking things personally or attaching to certain things that other people might feel. So I feel like there's an energy here of this person maybe telling you, or at least it's something they've experienced, where a lot of people think that this person's their best friend, you know, or like that they're serious about them, or this person's like, no, that's how I am with most people, you know, like a lot of people are sort of really into this person, or this person's just sort of being themselves, you know, and it's not as they're not as personalized or attached or deep into that connection or that friendship or that relationship as other people might, I don't know, like think, you know. But I feel like it's not that this person is not being genuine. I feel like this person is just very like they treat people here in a way that makes them feel appreciated, seen, understood, and respected. And they allow people to be seen for who they are. And I think people feel very good in this person's presence. It's like they feel their best version. And so I feel like people want to be in this person's spotlight, you know, like, yeah, they want recognition by this person. They want to be seen by this person. And they want like, I don't know, this person just oversees people's bad sides. And I don't know, I just feel like because this person is somebody who is compassionate and can see beyond people's, I don't know, like difficulty, you know, they could see the core of who these people are inside. And so how quickly I forget this here. I just want to see here, because this is coming through again. I feel like let's see, 45. Your light is trapped under a heavy bushel. Pessimistic, depressed, you focus mostly on what's wrong. You'll learn to strike balance between optimism and pessimism. You're both an incredible realist and positive thinker. Rather than dwelling on a problem, you adeptly problem solve in ways that allow for your expansion and joy. Yeah, okay, so this person always has the right thing to say, you know, and it's coming from such a genuine, authentic place to want to connect and help people and be true and pure, and it's not false. And I feel like this person is very good at saying, you know, calling a spade, but it's very welcoming in a way that people don't feel threatened. Like if this person was to give you a criticism, it feels like people would want to hear this person's criticism, you know, because they can deliver it in such a way that even that makes this person feel welcome in some way. It's like they're always providing solutions, answers, help. And so there was kind of looking at the silver lining, or what is good about certain situations, and so people feel very good in this person's presence, you know. But I do feel like this person, the challenge I feel is that this person has this type of connection, so it's like on the flip side, it's difficult for somebody to really get connected and truly matter to this person on a deeper level than just how they connect with everyone else, which I feel this connection does to this person. Although I don't see a whole lot of that, which we'll pull with the tarot. You know, like, and maybe this is why you feel like with you and this person is special, you know, but it's not the same way as they connect with everyone else, because everyone else they connect with also thinks that they're special to this person. So they have special relationships with all these different people, but it's like they really see and connect with the beauty, and they really look beyond people's challenges, and they really can work with certain people who are challenged, who might be aggressive or might be socially awkward, or just like incapable of like communicating, or like are maybe introverts. Like they're able to bring them out of their shell. And I feel this person's a good storyteller as well. Like they could really bring out and draw out certain personalities from people who might not realize that that's within them. So if they are very introverted, it's like around this person they're nonstop talking, or they become more social, you know. Like this person has a way to really bring out the best in people. And yeah, it's like even the hardest person here might soften at this person's way of handling situations, or just in their presence. But this person does have like a psychic ability here that's pulling through here through the intuition. So it's like an ability to really read between the lines, or energetically connect in a way here that no one needs to explain to them. They just sort of tap into, you know, someone's energy just by being in their energy field, and really connecting on a deep level. So this person can really get people to open up to them very quickly, very deeply, in a very short period of time. Like they can maybe go on a bus for, you know, 5 minutes and make like 2 new friends or something like this. Although I don't feel like this person is someone who's like giving off fire sun energy. I feel more it's like, I don't know, they have a way that's very unique about them. It's also mysterious, so people want to get to know them, you know, but it's not like they're hidden. But it's like they want to know more. They keep people wanting more, wanting to know more. But I feel this person is kind of secretive when it comes to them. And it's not that they're withholding, but I feel like this person doesn't share a lot of what is private to them or their own personal things. So when they talk, I feel it is more in general stories about what has happened to other people, or they connect with what's going on with people in their world and speak their language and connect on their level. But behind all this, there's another version of this person here who might be misunderstood, or like a lot of people don't understand or get to know them. Yeah. And so I feel like for this person, I do feel there is like they don't want to show themselves or connect to all these people in a way that reveals their truest self, or the depths of who they are personally. So they keep it to themselves in a way here that doesn't compromise how they connect with other people, because they're more concerned about how other people feel in the moment, to not really necessarily people please, but they're genuinely wanting people to feel comfortable in their own energy, like expressing themselves, being able to share who they are and come out. Because I feel this person has not had that welcome to them. Like, I feel like this person has been either shut out or felt like they couldn't express how they truly feel or their emotions, or come out and connect with people in a way that says, I've experienced this or I'm feeling that way. It's like they've had to keep it close or shut, or they haven't had a chance in their world to reveal this side of them. And so when they are in the company of other people, it's like it's a thing that they just naturally sort of do. So it could be like a shadow mirrored thing, that they're allowing other people to do something here that they don't really allow themselves to do, you know? So I feel like they are kind of private or guarded here, because they're not used to sharing certain private things about themselves. So I feel like this is a process of them healing and shedding that side of themselves. That might take some time here, but I feel like this person is someone who might also pride themselves on, like, I don't know, like not asking anyone to do anything for them, or to show bouts of what about me, or what about my needs, or yeah, like they're very selfless. Like, I feel this person isn't even concerned with what about me, or I'm left out, or I need this, or I need that. Like, they just are very outwardly focused. What can I do with this energy of this person, you know? And I feel like they do this with your energy in more of a in-depth way here, I feel, that allows you to come out of your shell. But they just have this persona with everyone, but with you, I feel there is very different here, you know, very, very different. And I feel you feel very deeply connected to this person beyond the level of depth that they go with strangers or random people, because they're just deep as a whole. Now, pink flowers coming out, so this person might like pink flowers, or that might be significant in your connection with this person. You also have the peony here. This looks like yellowish orange flowers. So flowers could certainly be something here, but I feel like it's this person allows people to bloom. You know, like especially people who might be defensive or like not in good environments. It's like they're a safe place for people to be themselves. They're very, very accepting of people being themselves. They want everyone to be authentic. They want people to be in their best light. You know, and the thing is, they feel that everyone is in their best light, even if it is somebody who might seem a little rigid or antisocial, or socially awkward, or like an introvert, or whatever the energy is. I feel like this person sees the beauty of what this person has going on for themselves, and makes it a safe place for that person to express and show the side of themselves. So let's see, specifically Spirit, pile number 3's future spouse person, and how pile 3 sees them. Can we dive into this connection a little bit more in regards to how does pile 3 see this person, their future spouse or relationship or serious partner? Thank you so much. Oops. So we have 2 swords. It kind of fell like this, but I'll put it upright. So I'm getting a lot of balance here, and I'm getting the intuition with the closed eyes. This person energy is just super balanced. Okay, I feel like super calm, super balanced. They don't even need to know about certain people or situations. They just like explore or seek to understand. They just know intuitively. It's like it's if you see them with a stranger or communicate, it's like they've known that person forever. Like you would swear that they're like best friends, you know? Like that's how they, I don't know, deal with people. It's just like a natural thing that this person has, you know? I don't know necessarily if this person even like it's not like they need people around them. It's just how they are. In fact, I feel this person likes to be alone, you know? I feel like people could drain this person. And I feel like this persona that they have, which I feel is genuine and authentic, is something that could really drain this person because of the fact that they're very committed and dedicated to the depth of the relationships that they give to, you know? So I feel they prefer to be alone. I really do. 5 cups in reverse and the 6 swords. How does pile 3 see this person? The moon, highly intuitive, very sensitive. And why is this 5 cups in reverse here, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And then why is this 6 swords here? So we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, and Pisces. You have the Emperor in reverse, Aries energy, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and then the 2 cups. And under that we have 10 swords in reverse. This person has no patience for sob stories or people who are looking at what's not working. I think, but it's not like this cheery, like, let's just be happy and celebrate and be optimistic and unrealistic. It's like, I don't have any energy here to feed, or someone might be feeling sad or bad or looking at certain things. This person really connects to what is working with other people in a way here that they can dive into the person's fears or their subconscious in a way to diffuse energy in order to allow things to shift in a more harmonious way. So yeah, they can really just connect with emotions and intuitively know how to read people and be the energy that that person needs, you know. But I feel like a lot of people depend on this person, so they become very needy of this person's time and energy. So I feel like this person doesn't, yeah, like I don't feel this person wants to give to situations in a way here that I don't know, like people might think that this person does. It's like they do this, but truly I feel like this person would rather just be in their own energy, you know, finding balance in a one-on-one with a romantic partner, which I feel is you. It's like they don't want to be in environments where they have to be, you know, in that sort of an energy for so many people, but yet be neglected or like not seen. And, you know, even though I feel like they did this out of some subconscious, deep rooted thing that's like all externally make other people feel safe, welcome, accepted, authentically, you know, where it comes from true, genuine emotions here. Not from sun energy, but from a deep, emotional, empathetic, compassionate space that really understands it. Real world. Like, I feel like this person is very real world. Like, they don't just, like, sort of, what's it called? Placate or, like, I don't know. It's like, they get you, you know? They get people. And this could be how you feel about this person showing up for you. You know, but I feel like the part of this person that doesn't take action on a relationship or getting deeper with people in a way here that allows themselves to personally express their feelings of what's going on with them is something that is difficult for this person to do. But I feel with you bring this out of this person, or this person works on releasing that sort of side so that they can feel the same care, compassion, and emotion way with themselves, you know, because I feel this person has had a difficult time accepting that they too are somebody here who needs all of this attention and care, and, you know, not to outwardly put that on everyone around them but themselves. They too are deserving of this. I'm going to put this back, but let's see what we got. Yeah, Death, Scorpio. This person is very, very deep. Also, like I said, there's this like intensity about this person, but it's not something that is very scary or like standoffish in a way where people are scared. It's more of like, wow, this person is so deep and mysterious, and like people understand that there's something of value with this person, that they want to be in their presence and pull their energy. Wow. Yeah, this person needs to really guard themselves in some way here, because they could easily be pulled in many directions by many different people, and not because they're a pushover, but just because they are very authentically genuine and want to see the best and help as many people in some way here by being their soundboard or giving them the time of day or putting forward some energy or being like authentically genuine that provides value to other people. So they might be trying to prove their own sort of worth in some way, or just cover up, I don't know, having to have people do this to them. So let's see. Spirit, clear and concise message in regards to pile 3 and how they see their future next serious connection or relationship. 10 swords in reverse. So having to put an end to a certain way. Hangman. There's the Fool. Aquarius, Pisces. Chariot in reverse, Cancer energy. It's the Hangman here. 5 swords, and then finally, what is the Fool here? Judgment. And the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Okay, so when you meet this person, I feel like you give this person a wake-up call, because I think they're on a journey of understanding themselves and allowing themselves to treat themselves the way they might treat other people. But I think up until then, they didn't really see themselves as maybe somebody who was worthy or also needed to be accepted, understood, and cared for in a way here that they provide to other people. You know, so I feel like this is something that they recognize in this connection. And so I feel like there is this beautiful youthful energy about this person that is so genuine and innocent. You know, it's very authentic, and I feel like they're able to find this pure inner child within them that has been not asked about or revealed. Like, they're learning about their inner child. I think they're learning about the inner child that was stuffed down, or about themselves, and exploring this part of themselves. So they feel very free in your presence, or like, I don't know, you don't pull that side of them where they feel they have to be continuously sort of, I don't know, making you talk or come out of your shell or work. Like, there's this energy of, I could be me in an environment that is very comfortable for me to allow myself to be seen for who I am without having to work in some way like I'm, I don't know, like the caretaker of other people. Spirit, can we see, what am I missing here for pile 3? What am I missing? Anything else that wants to pull through in regards to how pile 3 sees their future partner, spouse, Judgment, Awakening. Yeah, they finally see this part of themselves, I think, and accept some part of themselves that I feel they've been not wanting to share, or just haven't been able to express in relationship, and you bring this out of this person. Queen of Swords in reverse. They weren't seeing the full truth of their own, I don't know, value, I guess, you know, like, very valuable person here, because they provide a lot to other people at their own expense, I feel here. Walk away. They're no longer sort of having to invest their full time in other people's dramas or stories or whatever here. The World in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And the King of Cups in reverse. And that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So when you meet this person, because we saw 10 swords in reverse, and I've seen the World in reverse, I think they're closing out certain ways here in which don't work for them no more. How they engage with people, maybe how their defense mechanism, which isn't really seeing the truth of their own needs. Their own needs need to be fulfilled because they've neglected it for too long, I feel. Lovers in reverse, neglected it for too long. Maybe they neglected relationship. They thought relationship wasn't really something that was for them, so they could just talk to other people about their own relationships, you know. Yeah, there's the Fool again. You make this person wants to explore a relationship. So they come out of their own hiding or reflecting or hermit energy of their own. This is how they're in hermit. It's like, I'm going to talk about everyone else's relationships or be there for everyone else, but then meanwhile it's like I'm in hiding in some way, and so I'm not getting relationship. I'm not fulfilling myself in a way here that's emotionally expressive or connecting on a deep level romantically. Yeah, this person has or had, there's the Devil. Yeah, 10 cups. Okay, so Capricorn, we're looking at this person's shadow self that I feel you allow this person to work through and heal, which is, I'm like this for other people, and at the demise or expense of me coming together to work on a relationship so that I can be loved, appreciated, seen, and also be, you know, like somebody inquiring about my own well-being, my own happiness, what makes me happy. And I feel they're learning, again, page energy, like a genuine, honest, earnest, optimistic learning about who they are inside is something that you bring to this person because they've neglected being in a relationship, or there was a lot of anxiety around being seen for how they are in some way here because of it being shoved down. It's like, I don't know who I am in a relationship, or I don't know how to connect in a way here that can come together with another to create something here. And so every situation I've had has been one that's been really kind of almost unfulfilling or very one-sided, of me giving of myself, being there, and then not really following, you know, like a path of a partner that could show me a future happiness here that I could trust or rely or open up or deal with certain things that I might have not have dealt with. And it's like, I walk away from my old version and explore this new version of opening my heart space to share with you something that's been very unhealthy in my world, which is I don't need relationship or just allow people to sort of suck my energy here. You know, like people, you know, I feel this person has a lot of people fighting for their attention, and it's also very draining for this person. So again, that social presence, maybe it's like, you know, they have a lot of suitors or people, and I don't know, it's like, but with you, it's like you guys are removed from that world. It's like this person leaves that sort of behind. It's like, I don't need to battle or be in energy where all these people are sort of thinking I'm their friend in some way here that's like their partner, but yeah, I'm just being me. You know, it's like you get this person, you know, when this person is just sort of genuinely wanting to share stories and communicate and not be, I don't know, somebody here who maybe people misread. I think they misread this person's good intention as someone who they can take, you know, energetically and take advantage of this person because they are so genuine, kind, and open in that sort of capacity. And so I feel you respect them and you genuinely want to know on a romantic side about this person, and I feel this allows them to open up their heart space. So let's just pull final message. I'm gonna put these back because they're fell out a little weird. So Spirit, final message. What is it that pile number 3 needs to know? What have I missed? Anything further for pile number 3 in regards to their future spouse or future serious relationship partner that pile 3 needs to know that hasn't been communicated yet, that I might be missing? Spirit, thank you so much. Knight of Swords, 6 of Cups in reverse, 9 Wands, 6 swords in reverse, 6 wands, and the world. So, if this person's in the public eye, I feel like this person concludes a certain way that they engage with the public. You know, like I said, it's like everyone's sort of their best friend, and it's kind of draining here. Like, I feel like this person is being called to confront the childhood thing that created this need to be everyone's sort of person, you know, in some way. And it's like create healthy boundaries where they're not pulled into people's world so much, because I feel this person is tired, and I feel like this person has a difficult time getting out of, you know, people's drama, because this person feels almost like it's their drama, you know, in some way. Like they feel very but I don't feel this person is like a drama queen by any means, but it's like I help people with their challenge because I see a suffering and I can connect and relate and really dive into that part of this person and feel empathy and be there for this person. But it's like them learning to have a healthy boundary for them to go after their own desire, their own passion, their own fulfillment. It doesn't have to be lived through someone else. I think that's the ultimate thing, you know, but they need to confront this part of self that they've shied away or shoved down. And I feel they do. I really feel they do, because in the connection with you, I feel this person's able to close out an unhealthy way of engaging in relationships, so they can see themselves. They feel seen for the first time, you know, in connection here for who they are inside. And it's without pulling at their energy in a way that makes them feel like they're the giver, that they have to be on, or they have to be the one asking questions, or they have to be the one that's the empath, or make you feel like you're in the spotlight. But you know, it's really this person that's in the spotlight, because I feel like a lot of people want to be in their presence. Like this person is just very much makes people feel good, you know, they make them feel very good here. So pile number 3, this is your reading. Very different readings today. I hope this resonated for some of you guys, and I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye.